Welcome to the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to, we make them liberals mad. Cause freedom of speech is what us individuals have. It's the gift when we gab, talking about things that the brainwash cannot mentally grasp, like staying loud and waving our American flags. This is for the free thinkers, wearing their MAGA and wearing the cags. Draining the swamp is the ultimate goal, but the sheeple will swear it's a fad, like it's just a phrase. But when we show them the facts, the fools got nothing to say, and deep government state wanna get up in our face, but hasn't done it yet cause Trump's in the way, trying to protect us from a troublesome fate. And because of that, we'll never lose our faith, plus God keeping us cool and safe. But I still hope we get 4 more years so we could throw a huge parade. I can see it now, Patriots on a float, and POTUS will go down in history as one of the GOATs for making the swamp pay for taking every one of his votes. His enemies are the cancer, whether or not Trump give him the smoke. Now relax it back and take notes as we kick facts with the homie Ray though. Speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we ain't even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. I said, speak your mind in the Patriots Lab. It's freedom time in the Patriots Lab, where we not even trying to, we make them liberals mad. Speak your mind. It's freedom time. Without even trying to, we make them liberals mad.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good afternoon, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be. Welcome to a great afternoon here in the Patriots Lab. I'm feeling good. I hope everybody is as well. Let me go ahead and make sure I got everything copacetic here before we get started. Okay, I'm just getting some messages. Man, I've been getting messages left and right this morning. I wonder why. I wonder. Why, wonder. I wonder why. Because I believe finally the American people have had an opportunity to see. Wait a minute, I got to get these things sent out. I am so rude. Do me a favor, y'all like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so we can get those instant notifications out. And we are going to get moving here in just a minute. Y'all know how we get down. I got to make sure I get these out because if I don't get them out, then I piss people off. But y'all get the comments coming in. Tell me what you think about last night's, I don't know what you want to call it, SmackDown, debacle, humiliation, unveiling, revealing. I don't know what you want to call it. The only thing I do know that's actual and factual is Papa got his ass handed to him last night. Oh yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. He got his ass handed to him last night, and you know what? I've been waiting for it to happen. I've been waiting for it to happen, but I knew it was gonna happen sooner or later because I knew at the end of the day, there ain't no way in hell these people were gonna put Papa out there to run no damn election. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. That's why they forced his ass out there so early in June. That's why they forced him out there so early in June. So now what the Democrats are trying to do, they're trying to convince us that they never seen this shit coming. They're trying to convince us that they're just now realizing that Papa was in the state of affairs mentally that he was in. They really are. But you know what? This is I'm gonna show some clips. We're gonna have some fun, but I'm gonna start out with some fun right now because this is some of the crap that I'm talking about. You know, I was talking this morning on how, you know, like when a baby makes a mistake or something, you cuddle them, you don't discipline them or anything. You tell them, oh, you're doing a good job and this and that. I want y'all to take a look at this clip and see how she treats this man. it's sad.
I can't thank you all enough for staying and for being here and for all your support.
Now, I want y'all to brace on to whatever you got around you and and listen to how she makes him or how she treats him like, okay, I'll just say a 4-year-old. Watch this shit.
Joe, you did such a great job. You answered every question.
Wait a minute. Is she looking straight at him like a little kid and trying to pump him up? Like, dude, you accomplished something, Joe. You accomplished something.
You knew all the facts. And let me ask the crowd, what did Trump do? Why? Yes. So, Joe, I'm going to hand it over to you because we have such a great group of supporters here. So thank you all for coming.
Okay. So that there is what Joe Biden. Good afternoon, Chris. Good afternoon, Terry. So that there is what they are subjecting Joe Biden to. They are pumping Papa up to make Papa believe that he really did a great job. They really are. They don't want to hurt his feelings or nothing. But if Joe only knew what they were really saying, well, you know what, Joe, Ray, what are they really saying behind Joe's back?
NBC's Chuck Todd. Chuck, this was quite the debate for a variety of reasons. It was a debate unlike any other we've seen. I want to get your analysis immediately right after this debate and what it means.
Look, we began this conversation before this debate. You know, one of the things was, would either candidate look like the caricature that the other campaign has been trying to paint of him? And at the end of the day, Joe Biden looks like the caricature that conservative media has been painting. And there were no clips tonight, right? This was, you saw it before your eyes. Look, I don't want to just tell you what I think here, Tom. I've been talking to a lot of leaders in the Democratic Party, electeds, coalition leaders. There's a full-on panic about this performance. Not like, oh, this is recoverable. It is more of a, okay, he's got to step aside. There's a lot of that chatter.
Wait a minute. But if you listen to the clip I just played of Dr. Jill, she is leading Joe to believe that he went and knocked one out the park. No wonder Papa is all confused. They are messing Papa up in his old age. They got him all kind of drugs. They lying to him every day. Even he don't know what the hell is going on. Oh my Lord, I feel sorry for Papa.
This is about as bad of a performance in order to that Biden could have delivered if his goal was to try to sort of calm the waters among Democrats. I mean, look, there was a poll just out earlier this week that showed, you know, a lot of Democrats, it's not just elected Democrats, rank and file Democrats are both supportive of Biden, but think he should not be seeking a second term. I have a feeling we're going to see more polling on this, and we're going to see that number even higher.
Okay. See, they talk in double talk. And if y'all don't listen, you won't catch what the hell they saying. So on one hand, they support Joe Biden, but on the other hand, they don't want Papa to run. Well, if they don't want Papa to run, they're not supporting Papa. My Lord. Chuck, did you just hear what you said? I understand you're pulling a Kamala Harris and trying to talk the word salad game, bro. But, brother, they are not supporting him if they are pushing him out the door.
But the panic level, particularly among elected Democrats who have to share the ballot with him, there's a full-on panic tonight. Maybe they'll get calmed down in the morning, but there's going to be there's a lot of chatter among donors tonight, a lot of chatter among major elected leaders tonight. Again, if the Biden campaign needs to, they have a lot of calming calls that they're going to have to start making, or they may see this get momentum publicly, and I don't know if they can stop that.
Well, Chuck, and I want to ask you about that, because if you open up any news website right now and you see the headlines are exactly what you're talking about tonight. Yep. So if you're a Democratic voter, if you're somebody who's going to vote for this party, and now you're confused because you hear your party leaders are concerned as well, walk our viewers through what potentially could or could not happen. I mean, is he going to run no matter what? Is this conversation too early to have? And is there a process in place where Democrats can get together? And if he's not their guy, is there enough time to find somebody else?
Well,
look. The simple fact that y'all are already having the damn conversation. What are these idiots talking about? Y'all do know these are idiots on these mainstream media platforms. What are they talking about? Is it too early to be talking about eliminating Papa off the ticket? What are y'all already talking about? That's like saying, hey, is it too late to shoot this dude after you already pulled the trigger? Give me a break.
Look, I mean, this was always one of the interesting timing of this debate was always that, oh, this is intriguing. The Biden campaign wants a debate before you pass the last exit for gas, meaning before the Democratic convention.
Boom. He just said it. Chuck Todd, this is intriguing. Y'all want to put Papa out in front of the whole world while he dealing with the dementia situation and everything else going on in his head. That's when you know they knew it was time. They knew it was time to show Papa to exit. And what better way to do it than to put him on full display as they did last night? But we already knew. They trying to act like they just found out. Come on, man.
If Joe Biden decides he does not want to seek this nomination, he can release all his delegates. And then it basically becomes an open convention. And we haven't had a real open convention really since 1952. So, and that becomes a whole, you probably have the vice president, you might have a couple of governors, you might have the home state governor in Illinois, who's the host of the convention, wanting to follow in the footsteps of an Illinois governor in 1952, who was able to gather that nomination in Adlai Stevenson when the convention decided to hand it to him. But it all begins with Joe Biden would have to agree to do this.
Do y'all really think Papa is going to voluntarily give up his seat? Do y'all really think Papa's going to voluntarily just throw in it? Did y'all not see the look on Papa's face when Jill Biden, Dr. Jill, told that man he blew Trump out the water? You would have swore it was like a little kid that walked through the gates of Disneyland for the first time.
And you don't walk away from these things. they're going to fight. I mean, you know, you
Well, I'll
feel a
tell
little
you.
bit of the fight tonight. They're trying to say, look, he was thrown off a little bit at the beginning. I don't know how you're thrown off, that you're surprised that inflation is the first question, but that's their excuse.
That's their excuse. This is my thing, because I got questions. Why did you go away for 10 days, 7 days to Camp David? Why? If you couldn't answer any of the questions and the only thing you could do was attack Donald Trump all night, why did you go away? Oh, they had to remind you of the lies. Yeah, they had to make sure you had the lies down pat.
You know,
Chuck,
maybe that'll be
let me
enough
ask
to
you,
calm the waters. I don't buy it. And I'll tell you this, Tom, I think there are two public Democrats to be watching for and to see if they say anything. Because I think there are two Democrats who, if they went public with this, I don't know if Joe Biden could stop the freight train. One would be Nancy Pelosi and the other would be Barack Obama.
And it's funny that he said that, because we're going to be bringing up another clip shortly after this on just that point with Obama.
And I think those are the two most influential Democrats right now in this process, in this party, and where this could end up going.
Well, Chuck, it's interesting you say that, because the two of them have been some of his biggest supporters to date, right? And you're right, his strongest voices to date. I do want to ask you something. Do you think it was a bit of political malpractice by his staff to...
Wait a minute. Barack Obama was never a supporter of... Y'all remember, what did Barack say about Biden? He said, this man is going to find a way to F this up. Does that sound like somebody that supports somebody? Not from the streets I come from.
Announced midway into the debate that he had a cold and not let people know that early on, so they could have lowered the bar, so people could have been ready for what we saw of Joe Biden in the beginning. You know, and again, it could be spin, it could not be true, but listen, this is what we're hearing from the Biden campaign.
Well, I mean, put yourself in their shoes. Do you say it in advance? He's got a cold, and then it looks like you're really trying to lower the bar, right? I don't think there's any good answer there.
No. And we're not going to listen to that anymore, because there's not no good answer. What the hell does a cold have to do with mental relapses? What is it? Let me see. We have... Okay. I was on the video, so now I will get to the chats. Chris Prima, my brother Chris, I'll just leave it like that. I sent you the link for the channel over on YouTube. Please share it. I appreciate it. You can debate with someone like Joe. My 14-year-old debates better than he does. My 6-year-old back in the day would have debated better than Papa. Let's go ahead and get to the comments. Mama Mona says, here come Hillary. Okay, Rudy Eretta with autism, 1244. And Newsmax is showing Joe Biden's speech right now, because they want to show you how deranged he really is. Because he's just over there basically telling lies, as he would say, Trump would say. That's all he's doing. That's all he's doing. Let me see. What's up, Bobby? My sister Bobby. And what we have here, Mona, what are you talking about? Mona says the actor did a great job of showing the inability to be president. Excuses, step down, or be forced out. The movie Dave coming true. I don't know. I don't know about that, Mama Mona. I think that might have been the actual and factual Joe Biden. There's nothing that I can I don't know. I'm not going to pursue that, because I don't have no actual and factual. Okay. I had sent out an invite, but they can't make it. Brother Randy was going to try to join us this afternoon, but he has other things he's going to do. I didn't send him the link earlier. I forgot, and now he's tied up. So, you know, things like that happen, and we just, you know, got to work our way through it. But What do y'all think of the debate last night? One of the things that is crazy is that they we're in some crazy places right now. So let's go ahead and let me see. Let's go ahead and see what some more people that we normally don't listen to have to say about it, because we don't want to think Chuck Todd is just picking on old Sleepy Joe. So let's see what Sleepy Joe's people actually had to say after the debate, since Joe Biden seems to think he did such a great job. And then we'll talk about it.
With certain deficits, he has a stutter. It is more difficult for him to communicate for that reason. So there's a lot to mitigate the way that he speaks, and you can understand it. And we've observed him for a long time. That said, I too was on the phone throughout much of the debate with Obama world people, with Democrats, with people who are political operatives, with campaign operatives. My phone really never stopped buzzing throughout. And the universal reaction was somewhere approaching panic.
I loved to see that woman sitting right there use the word panicked. You know why? Because they've talked so much shit for so long. And to see somebody have to make an about face and go from being arrogant and obnoxious and just thinking you're God's gift to the world to now seeing you in a full-blown panic.
The people who were texting with me were very concerned about President Biden seeming extremely feeble, seeming extremely weak. And, I'll just reiterate what I said earlier. President Biden had one job tonight, and it was one primary job. And yes, it was to litigate Donald Trump's, criminality and all of those things, but he had to settle his own party. Mm-hmm. He needed to settle Democrats. Democrats, they always talk about Democrats are bedwetters and Democrats are always panicking. Yes, Democrats are always panicking. They're always scared, right? They're always thinking they're going to lose. Like Democrats are very pessimistic. This is just neurotic. Who they are. They're neurotic. But Joe Biden's job was to reassure them tonight. His job was to calm his party, to make them feel that, yes, I can do this. I have 4 more years in me.
Listen, you already said. See, this goes back to the word salad double talk that they hope you don't pick up on. They try to make it so eloquently sounding and shit like that to where you just gloss over it thinking it just sounds so right when it's so wrong. She just said that Democrats are a pessimistic people. They don't have a vision. They don't think things can happen. You got to be optimistic. You got to think things can happen. You got to think you can overcome. He's a pessimist. No. How the hell? So how can he go and lead a group of pessimistic people? Well, they don't listen to what they say.
I have the ability and the stamina and the strength to do 4 more years. He did not do that. He did the opposite of that. He made them more panicked. Mm-hmm. The people who were texting me were even more panicked. They actually expected it to be better than it was. And now they're in I won't say a full-fledged panic, but it's getting there.
A uniformly negative reaction to Biden's performance tonight. Surely, as Joy said, this was about revealing who Donald Trump was, but it was also Joe Biden battling a caricature of himself. A uniformly negative reaction to Biden's performance tonight. Surely, as Joy said, this was about revealing who Donald Trump was, but it was also Joe Biden battling a caricature of himself.
And that's the important thing. We know who Donald Trump is. See, you meet some people, and it doesn't matter what day you see him on. It doesn't matter what situation you catch him in. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. When you know what type of person that person is, you genuinely know what type of response you're going to get, reaction to any situation. You're going to know how they are generally, the type of person. With these Democrats, they're so sneaky, you don't know who they are. So it wasn't about revealing who Donald Trump was. Dude, you revealed who you were because you try to wear so many masks. I learned that in church. You know, people got so many masks on their face. One day you want to be this person, next day you want to be that person, you flip-flop. You don't stand for nothing. You keep exchanging masks. I hope that was a word. Let her continue.
As an enfeebled person, an impression that Trump has been eager to convey to the country, and he did nothing to disabuse, I think, the country of the notion that he is very old and was lost frequently in that debate. I mean, on answers that should have been, to put it bluntly, a layup for him, whether it was abortion or the attack on abortion medication, his answers were rambling and incoherent. He turned a response on abortion into a mention of migrant killing. I mean, this is a person that clearly was over prepared and had a lot of different points that were sort of swimming around in his head.
Yeah, he had a lot of points swimming around. You see how our old girl laughs, swimming around because it's empty.
Was the loser of that debate. Yeah, that would be the normal scorecard. So let's just remember that so far, the only thing we've been concentrating on here is optics, that thing we call optics, and in this case also audio because of the aging voice of Joe Biden. But the question is that we don't know the answer to is voters out there who went into this debate thinking they're for Biden or they're for Trump or thinking whatever they were thinking. What in this debate of substance that was true, if anything, moved their vote? So if you really wanted to look at it in terms of what is it supposed to be, it's supposed to be an illuminating forum in which you learn something about a candidate that you didn't know before that is true, not that you learn a lie from the candidate.
Okay. Y'all can go see the rest of that in its entirety. But he stated something that is so true. There isn't anything to learn in a lie. That's why everything he was saying about Donald Trump, we knew already the bullshit. But there was still a lot of people out there that had to have. Matter of fact, I talked to one of my big puppies this morning. And he said, you know, I never watched debates, never thought I was going to watch a debate. And he's a Democrat. He said, I never thought I was going to watch a debate. He said, but for some reason, I had to watch this debate. I said, bro, it wasn't just you, but it was millions of other people that just had to tune in to see the train wreck and what was going to happen. And he drew the same conclusion that everybody else seems to have drawn out of this situation. I think Dennis Green said it best. He was who we said he was. Remember when he did that with Boston? He was who we said he was. There's no way to slice it, dice it, get around it. He was who he was. So now Big Daddy's got to step in. Big Daddy Obama has got to step in. And why do I say that? Well, let's go ahead and play this last clip while I get ready to wrap it up. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Like, share, subscribe, ring the bell so you can get those instant notifications. And let's go ahead and get into this last one because there's a couple of things I want to point out in this.
Closely. We're getting new reporting about what's going on at the Biden campaign as we speak. Doug Cass, a hedge fund owner, A big DNC insider just posted this. Quote, what I am hearing regarding Joe Biden, Ron Klain, that's the former chief of staff, and Barack Obama are having a sit down with the president today. Joe Biden is insistent that Joe's running. Kamala is furious that she is not being considered as a replacement.
What did I say just the other day? If they think for 1 minute, and y'all thought it was funny, if they think for 1 minute that Kamala Harris is going to let them put anybody else in there other than her without her causing a ruckus, they got another thing coming. They think they losing the black vote now. See, because, you know, unfortunately, my people, we go off of emotion. So if they dumped her, then the black people going to be like, oh, y'all racist and this and that. See, and that's just another trigger that they're going to pull for them. That's going to enable, you know, more of my people to just wake the hell up of what's going on. But she's going to open up a can of whoop ass. She's going to open up a can of worms. I don't know how this is going to play out. They got no choice if they get rid of Sleepy Joe to put her in there. This is going to get messy before it gets cleaned up. This is going to get messy.
Whitmer and Newsom are. Interestingly, my neighbor in East Hampton is hosting the Bidens tomorrow. It will be an important tell if the fundraiser is canceled. Whoa. Okay, let's take this piece by piece. This is the claim of one hedge fund owner. But Tammy, let's start with the first part. Ron Klain and Barack Obama having a sit down. That has the potential to boomerang because Obama encouraged Biden to stay out the first time and cede that ground to Hillary. Reporting says Biden was upset by that. So that could boomerang in Biden's face, or Obama's face, I should say.
Yeah, I think that this also shows you that now we've got leadership coming in, has a mission. And I don't think.
And I'm going to leave it at what Tammy Bruce just said. Now we have leadership stepping in. Now we have leadership that's stepping in. Let me go ahead. I'm going to put a banner up here real quick. Let me see if I can do it. Who's? Y'all bear with me for a second. I can't type and do everything at the same time. I just want to concentrate. Because I got a question. And the question is, if it'll go up there, who's running this country? Who's running this country? Now, there are a plethora of people that you can throw out there, and none of them is Joe Biden. None of them is Joe Biden. I can guarantee it. So now we have Barack Obama putting together a round table, a discussion, shall we say, to have with Joe Biden. You heard what she just said. Barack Obama was the only person that could get him to bow out the first time. Look, listen, Linda. I love listening. Good morning, Mama D. Good morning. Oh no, good afternoon, should I say? It is afternoon time. But also tonight, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Once again, I got the pleasure of going and hanging out with my sister Lucretia Hughes in the Real News broadcast. I will be restreaming. That will be an early show for the Patriots Lab. So y'all tune in and make sure y'all share and like, subscribe. Ring the bell so you can get the notifications. You might want to switch over and go to X and follow the Patriots Lab. You might want to go to YouTube and follow the Patriots Lab, because I got a feeling Facebook ain't going to let me stay around too much longer. So if y'all would do that, I would appreciate it. Share it. We're about to hit some turbulence. We're about to hit some turbulence because now we are going to be able to sit back and watch the inner turmoil. Now we can sit back and watch the inner self-destruction of the Democratic Party in real time. Do y'all understand that that's what we're doing right now? We are witnessing the self-destruction of the Democratic Party. They have finally gotten to the point. Forget taking out Trump. They've squeezed all the juice that they can from Papa out of Papa on this Trump journey, and they are now done with Papa, and they have fed him to the wolves. They have fed him to the wolves. How long have we been watching the mainstream media carry Papa's water? How long? Since day one. You really want me to believe that last night all of a sudden y'all realized the condition that Papa is in? Y'all knew this shit years ago, just like me and others knew it years ago. But you're done with him. His services are no longer needed. And now you eat your own. Like you always do. We've seen it. We've seen y'all do it to politicians on the lower levels. We've seen it. And y'all used him to go after Trump. And now that you've absorbed and taken every bit of life from Papa that you could for your agenda, and it got you nowhere, now Papa has become the sacrificial lamb. Because guess what, people, patriots, whoever you consider yourself to be, at the end of the day, they're going to want you and expect you to believe that the buck stops with him. No, all the foolishness and all the crazy shit that was happening and that was done, that was all unconstitutional and all unlawful and all that shit, it was all Papa's fault. That's why we got rid of him. Y'all see he was crazy. Y'all see he wasn't in his right state of mind. Y'all remember that show, The Fall Guy? I'm not stupid. And I know you're not stupid. They thought they'd been playing us while this whole time they've been playing themselves. But now it's finally out. Now it's out. But you still have people. Oh, Biden was having a bad night. No. Biden was having a bad couple of years, my friend. Because I ain't got time to go all the way back to the 90 crime bill and all that shit. You know, I love the saying, and it turns out to be true all the time, over and over and over and over again. He who laughs last laughs the best. Let me say that again. He who laughs last laughs the best. Papa lost that debate as soon as he shuffled his ass out on the stage. This man walked out onto the stage talking to somebody. I believe he was talking to the earpiece. He might have had one in there. But who the hell is he talking to? Dude, you are making a beeline to the podium. You ain't got no reason to talk to nobody. There's no audience. And then he wants to proceed to live his life through words or what. He wants to say that he inherited the worst economy and he had to bring it. What is this man doing? Oh, Donald, you never did nothing for America. Oh, I never had any military personnel die on my watch. I can beat you in golf. Dude, you can barely stand up. But once again, this is one of them things that had to happen. As embarrassing as it may have been for America on the world stage, before we can change course and get back on the right track, there's going to be a lot more that we're going to have to overcome and we're going to have to deal with before this situation here changes. That's just the actual and factual of it all. Mama Mona says, we are the conspiracy theorists, right? No, we're not. The two biggest charges on Trump must be dropped. The High Court has spoken. Yes, Mama Mona, I've been watching the news today too. The Supreme Court. Hey, I tell you what. They're getting ready to be a lot of rich people. Not a lot. 260. They're getting ready to be some people walking around here with pockets full of money. Oh, lawsuits are about to come out the yin yang. Attorneys are, oh my goodness, they're about to have a field day. I'm sure people already got them lined up. I'm sure they already, I know I would. I know some people that already do. Oh man. So I think, paydays might come quicker. Hopefully. The way this government just like giving out money. Hell, you giving out money to illegals like it ain't nothing. Once these American citizens start winning these lawsuits, give them money too. Well, I got something in my eye. But that's all. I just wanted to come on here this afternoon briefly and just recap. I am making popcorn for this show. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh, hey, if you made popcorn for the debate, oh man, you might have choked on it. You might, because it's easy enough to choke on dry ass popcorn. You might have choked on it the way that, bro. I couldn't believe. Well, as you can see from the videos that I showed today, there's a lot of people that couldn't believe the shit that they saw. They really couldn't. The overall analysis of the whole thing, it's bigger than the debate. This old man is in serious trouble. I love how Trump pointed out, I took 2 cognitive tests. You wouldn't take none. And he just has the smirk on his face. That's when you know a guilty mug. Just has that smirk on his face. Like when they asked him about the charges. And he's so cocky. Or you got some more charges coming, buddy. I'm like, oh shit, he just letting the cat out the bag. What else you got coming, Trump, that we don't know about yet? They got a whole satchel of shit waiting on your ass, huh? and he got a whole bunch more coming. I'm like, oh damn. But it's a shame what he's being told to his face. And then what those same people are saying about him behind his back. See, he's getting done, to me, he's getting done even more dirtier than they did Donald Trump. Because they're supposed to be his people. They don't care about Joe. These people don't care about anybody but themselves. And when I say themselves, I don't mean collectively, individually, as individuals. Because as we've seen, if you can't be a benefit for them and how they need you to be, your services are no longer rendered, no longer useful, no longer needed. And they don't have a compassionate heart. They go to what they do best, no matter what it costs. And that's one of the reasons I left the Democratic Party. It's good to win, but at the end of the day, at what cost? How far do you go to succeed? How far do you go to win? I draw the line when it infringes and affects and hurts someone else's life. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I'll be linked in with Lucretia Hughes and the Real Patriot News, her and her hubby Dave and the crew. So please tune in. We're going to go through this all over again, but this time I'll have somebody on the other side to get down with. So in the meantime, in between time, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell. Peace and love. This is your man, Mr. Ottawa. Appreciate having you on yesterday. Matter of fact, let me know real quick. Do you want to come have a combo and talk about what you saw last night? If not, I'm going to wrap things up, but I got plenty of time. One thing you got to do is type it in on your next comment, yes or no. Because, that's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for. It's always good to have other people's perspective. And if you yourself, and this is what I'll do for you good folks. Obviously, YouTube is up right now. So I'll show YouTube some love. Let me see if I can get YouTube in here to get them. Let me see what I got. Facebook, you already know. If you want to come in, let me know, and I will shoot you the link also. YouTube, the link is up. If you got any comments on what you seen last night, we all got an opinion. I don't. I watch a lot of platforms on all of them. Don't nobody do it like me. Don't nobody do it like me. Y'all got to keep it 100. Keep it 100. How many people y'all know out there does it like this? I know there's people that schedule guests, and so they'll have a special guest session, or they'll just have a certain time allotted for one person, and only that person would be there. But how many people that got a social media platform and invite the world in? As long as you get down right. Try doing it. Try going on these other platforms and getting in there like that. Now, I ain't got the mass following as other people got, but you know what? I would change not for real, because in situations like this, people, and this is just my opinion, people that have platforms, they in some way have an obligation to gather communities together, talk about issues that are taking place, and then on the same note, people got to be receptive. Um, but I understand everybody's not made for the video. Some people just like to type, and that's cool. That's all well and good. I don't know if he's muted or I muted him. He muted himself. We got Alex. He'll be in here in a minute. My brother up in Ottawa, and we'll
Yeah,
get his.
I'm here.
Okay,
Right.
what's bro? How you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good. We're trying to get the weekend started and figure stuff out.
Okay, understandable. Well, you was here with me last night. You helped me bring it in. It was a good one. You've had a chance to rest on it, marinate on it. I'm sure there were some things that might have cycled through your brain last night and this morning. What kind of observation would you give last night's performance from both sides, bro?
um, I would say that I was expecting Donald Trump to like go the way he went. It's like, yeah, the like he's good at talking. He's good at putting his perspective out. He's good at showing off what he's done. And on the other hand, Biden wasn't able to do that, other
Right.
than insult the other opponent. But well, I wouldn't call it insult. He kept calling him names, like like you're a liar, stuff like that. Like, but other than that, I still think Trump did win the debate.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I don't take for Trump, but I do think like yeah, for debating, oh yeah, he won that debate.
in a lot of ways. I mean,
Yeah,
especially
oh yeah.
you just touched on the lying thing.
He
When,
was
when
trying to explain. He was like that's the thing about debate is they're not able to go like I would have given them 5 minutes each on every subject so they can explain themselves a bit better. Like
no, you couldn't give Joe Biden 5 minutes, bro.
I know that, but I
How
would
many
like
times did he not finish a sentence? How many times did he jump from topic to
I
topic?
would have loved to hear Trump for 5 minutes of
Oh
explaining
man,
what he was explaining because I know at some point he went around the subject
yeah,
that he was
yeah.
asked, and I still want the answer of that one. What is he gonna like?
Now
What's the
he's still going to
promise?
be a politician. Trump's still going to play politician on you. Now he's
I
still
know,
going to dodge questions because he did a
I
good
know.
job. They both did. They both did a good job in that aspect.
Oh fuck yeah! Oh yeah. The like I say, I still think he won the debate, but there's one question I still think he needs to answer. Like he needs to elaborate on it. I think he was getting to it, but then he needed more time or something like that. So I would give him the more time so he could get to it.
What is it? What is it that you would want to ask? What is it that you
Um,
would answer on him?
that's the thing. I can't remember what was the question back then. I think it was something about the migration and the wall or the economy or like I can't remember exactly what it was,
Right.
but I know it's not the abortion one. I know the he answered that one properly. It was something else. I think it was about the wall or what he wants to do. Oh, creating the new jobs and all that. What he wants to do, and he went around it because yeah, he has to make a promise at that point. But then if he's not president, well, why would he make a promise that he's not going to be even trying to hold
Right.
in place? That was more my question. It's like okay, well, that's why I think he didn't answer. But I would love to hear the plan behind. Like, what would you try to implement if you had that chance again.
Right.
That's
See,
more what
and
it is.
that's why, and that's good to want to know, because a lot of people got to know that, especially if you are a recent supporter or follower of what's going on, and you're into his policies. You don't want to just hear a
Yeah,
glimpse over. You want somewhat of an in-depth
yeah,
um,
exactly. That's more what it
hit,
was. I wanted him to
to it.
finish what he started because I'm sure he was going to answer it. It's just I understand that it wasn't an easy question back
But
then.
see,
Like it wasn't just a direct answer. It's I'm
let
how
me
to think of it.
maybe you can, if I put it to you this way, because I love using analogies.
Go
When
ahead.
I go into the barber shop and I sit in the barber chair, and it took me a while to learn this. The barber say, "How you want it, bro?" I said, "You the magician, you the barber. Just make me look good. Just make me look good." Well, I'm gonna hit you up on the side a little bit. Bro, do what you do. Just make sure when you show me that mirror and I turn it around, I look good. I want to fade. Now fade how you fade. I got my faith in you. It's the same thing with Trump. He'll tell you what he's gonna do, and you'd be like, "Well, shit, how the hell are you gonna do that?" But you know what? If you just let him work, that's all you gotta do is let the businessman
Okay.
handle his
Yeah.
business. See, we don't need to know all the nuances.
Now I have another question.
Yeah.
You mentioned a barber shop. You went to a barber shop. Did you see Ice Cube there
Who?
at the barber shop?
That's a movie.
No, yeah, I know. That's why I made fun of him. Like,
No, but for real, this man is a genius when it comes to business. That's why he's a success,
no.
even with all the failures that come along with being a success, because we all take shorts in life. Um, but
Oh yeah, no, and you're correct with that. But there's some shortcut that
you just
should
gotta
not
let
be
him.
taken.
You just gotta let him do what he does.
Oh,
When
I
he
know, I know,
tells
I know.
you when he tells you I'm gonna bring gas back down, you just gotta let him know he knows how to wheel and deal them oil barrel prices with these countries to make them with OPEC and all these other individuals who are involved in the game. He knows how to play that game. So you just gotta put your trust in him. When he says he go see, and that's the thing.
And I get
If
that part.
if you try to, you can't because
Yeah, and Canada is a bit different. Like
yeah, it is.
that's why we have a prime minister. And I'm telling you, everyone in parliament, everyone lost the faith. Like nobody has faith in any politician right now. They're all trying to jump on each other to show we're better, and it's like, no, you're not. You're taking a paycheck and you've been taking a paycheck for the last 6 years. You're the same color than the guy in charge, and they're
This
trying to divide us. But then, like I say, for me, I don't have anything per se against Trump.
my
It's just
grandmother
I would have a lot of question about, like you say, he is a businessman.
My
And,
grandmother told me a long
go ahead.
time ago, good people do good things and bad people do bad things. And you know what? That's how I judge a person.
Oh,
Donald Trump is a good man.
I
Donald
know
Trump is a
that.
good man with a good heart that has made mistakes in life. Now,
I,
that is totally different than somebody who blatantly goes out and tries to tear down somebody's family, lock up somebody's. See, that's a
no, but
different heart. That's a different heart.
to me, I see him more as a Al Capone
Who?
of business. Trump, he's a Al Capone of business, or a
No, no, no,
Luciano
you
of
can't go
business.
that far, because see, Al Capone would kill you.
Well, I
Biden
think Trump would
administration to
too.
kill you. Biden
Let me,
administration to kill you. That's why I say they are the real gangsters.
I,
That
I,
this administration is gangster as it gets. Trump ain't killing
I,
nobody. Trump will take the loss. Trump will take the loss. The man's used to
um,
taking losses.
yeah, no, on that one, you're right. That the other side would definitely kill you, and Trump would take the loss. Yes, but
Which
I still think in the back of in the background, that's where he would make you pay the same way that Al Capone would have done. It's like, yeah. If they can't do it publicly, they hit you in the back room. And what I mean by that is he would have find, like, yes, he is, like, I always saw him as a shark in
Right.
business because he's professional at it. But okay, yeah, I don't think being a shark is a good thing or a bad thing. It's how he's using that. And yes, some of the corner he gets, like, he gets a low down on the barrel because he's got deals with those people. And I like to know what those deals are before. Like, that's what I mean. There's not enough information pushed out. Like, for me, I just want more info that then we can make a better assessment of what's going on, because there's a lot of things
I
that
can tell you,
I don't like about the guy. But then,
I can tell you this about Trump. Trump is a give and take type of guy. I'm gonna give you an example. If Trump is sitting down, because I can tell by how he expressed some of his comments on when he talks about
oh,
world
yeah. No, I'm seeing
wanting
that
the
now.
best for their country. So when Trump sits down at the table, he's going to concede certain situations, certain things that's going to make the other country happy. But it's not going to be a way to where it can hurt us. Where in
No.
return, he's going to get something that benefits us for our country.
But that's what I mean by the when I was mentioning Capone, I see that someone is trying to put words in my mouth. No, to me, I don't see Al Capone as a bad person. That's where people like, no, he was a criminal. Yes. Was he misunderstood? Yeah, I think so. Like most criminal out there, they're misunderstood. Do they have a raw deal? And most of the time, yeah, sometimes. So I can't talk to that. But would I call another person criminal because, yeah, an whole administration is trying to put him in jail? Yeah, that's the dirty tactic they're using against someone that they can't really do anything against. So am I for that? No, not one bit.
Hey, why me? Check this out. Newsflash. What we're dealing with is bigger than both Trump and Biden.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
This is a war of evil spirits and ideology. So no matter who replaces Joe Biden, the agenda stays the same, and the American people have not only rejected Joe Biden, they have rejected the agenda. So I just wanted to answer that question for you.
Yep. And that's what I'm seeing. And people are mixing both together. Like, oh, the agenda is not this, and it's like, no. They're all in.
People really think Joe Biden running this country? Hell no.
Oh no. He does not have the power to do that.
He can't even run his own apartment. He can't even run his own beach house. He can't even ride his own bicycle. How the hell can he run a country? The only thing he can run to is a damn ice cream shop. That's the only thing he can do.
And to go back at who runs the country, look, even Kennedy got assassinated because he didn't run the whole thing.
Nope.
He didn't see it coming either.
Nope,
or he might have seen it coming, but he couldn't do anything against it. So,
but you know what? He was willing to die for what he stood for.
Exactly.
That's what I respect.
Exactly. And that's what I mean. It's like there's something like right now they're treating like I never seen anyone anywhere in any country being accused of what they accused Trump of doing. Meanwhile, he still fights it in court and he still wins on some and lose on some. Okay.
Well, like
but at the end, why why is Bush wasn't brought to court? Why is Clinton wasn't brought to court? Or why is most of them got brought to court? They all had dirty shit happening. How come just one? How come make it just for one person, not like someone mentioned yesterday? How come it's not? It was the other person on. It has to be the same for everyone. So technically, it could be the same to Biden or all the others.
This is the thing. Trump didn't have to do this, man. This man could be out golfing, getting beat by Joe Biden if you leave it to Joe Biden. He could be out living the good life, man, the life billionaires are supposed to be living. Like he said, instead, he's dealing with this bullshit.
Yeah.
But you know what? If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for any and everything. You really will. You really
Oh
will.
yeah. Oh yeah.
You know, there's I don't need to see 100% of this nation change.
Yeah.
I just
Well, no,
need to,
and I get that.
I just need to see what I'm seeing right now.
And not just that, is one of the point I liked was about the war. Who didn't send anyone to war? That matters a great deal.
That's right.
Who would stop most of the war out there? That would
That's
be a
right.
great deal too.
Who didn't other countries try to go and attack other countries on whose watch?
Hmm.
They did it on Bush's watch. They did it on Obama's watch. They did it on Joe Biden's watch. Oh, but when it comes to
They
Donald
did
Trump,
it
everybody
under.
stepped up.
Did Clinton had something on him?
Clinton
On
had the
that thing?
Benghazi
Oh yeah, there we
situation.
go. There we go. Yeah, most of them had war. It's like they profit over this stuff, and it's
And
like
or they had people attacking our soldiers. See, people knew better when Trump was on watch not to do that shit.
Yeah.
Right now, we wouldn't have hostages that are dead, God
No.
forbid, or still missing and not home.
Oh, we might have some, but it'd be a different circumstances, way different.
Well,
That's
I'm
what I
talking
mean.
about
It's like
missing watch.
it would be probably on a rescue attempt or something like that. Something would happen or something else.
Yeah,
But
they did something.
yeah, it's always something. So that's why I say don't attack. Don't put your troops in other people's country. We should deal with our country first and make sure that it's prosperous, and then we might be able to have common sense again.
Yeah. Well,
Then build our shit, and then we realize, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to keep up and build more than, let's say, China or Russia. Yeah, it's hard. They got 3 times more people. I'll keep breathing. Eventually, we'll get there. But then I guess it's easier to cut corners sometime. And it's like, yeah, I understand. Everybody's doing it, but it doesn't mean it's a good thing to cut corners. I still think it's what's damaging our reputation everywhere. And I think Trump sees that. Like he does see, like, I do think that if he was told, hey, look, you can't cut corners anymore for this and this and this reason, I think he's reasonable enough to say, hey, look, I'm gonna lose hundreds of billions of dollars, but if everybody is in agreement, okay, so am I. I think he would do it.
right.
I don't think Biden would.
Hell no. Hell no. Well, hey, I'm a little overdue. I just got a good message.
Yep.
I got to go. Appreciate you for tuning in. I'll be back on
Have a
today.
great one, buddy.
You have a great day. Enjoy your afternoon. Everybody else, adios, amigos. I guess we got
Have
to
a
get
good
used to
one.
saying stuff like that. Hey.